Sometimes seems like Louisville lacks a vision for the future, but not if you ask Norma Molestina. Norma moved here from Paraguay 32 years ago, lives in J-Town, but used to live near the church she and her husband built in Buchel, where we met to talk about what she thinks our Louisville could be. Well, I'm here with Norma Molestina. Norma, good morning.
Good morning.
We're here at A Visto La Luz Church, which you and your husband established 20 plus years ago. It's been in the South End. Then you bought a building here in Buchel. You saw some of the other video conversations where people talked about feeling stuck, or Louisville feeling stuck. How does it feel to you from here in Buchel?
Well, when I looked at those videos, it really brought me a point of view that I haven't seen before. Because Louisville looks to me not stuck, comparing to what I've heard, or probably comparing to other stories. Because Louisville, for us, for me, for our community, our Hispanic community is a city of opportunities.
Now you moved after you bought the first building for the church here in Buchel. You and your husband moved to East End.
Yes.
To J-Town. How do things look? How does Louisville look from there? Is it different?
Very different, very different. We used to live in the South End, and we moved, after 18 years, we moved to the East End. Just going to the grocery store in the South End, you see a community that you don't see in the East End. Nepalese, Vietnamese, Cuban, African people. You don't think you're in Louisville. You think you're some part of the world that you don't even know. But in the East End, it's all white.
Yes.
So I'm different. I'm the different one in the East End.
So it sounds like the South End, maybe sometimes more than we recognize, has figured out how to model kind of the city of the future.
And it makes you feel like you fit in. This is where I fit in. This is where I feel comfortable.
Well, you, in addition to the church you and your husband have built, you've also done a really exciting project about building community among Hispanic women. So
yes.
Tell me about Redes.
Well, Redes is an organization that I've started back in the 2017. And I started only with a table of women that wanted to have fun and have tea. And 5 years later, I have an organization. Starting from there, we are a platform for the Hispanic community to connections, entrepreneurs, professionals, organizations, the city, small business owners that all come together to do an event for the Hispanic community, not only women anymore.
So you've built a great community of some of our Hispanic citizens with Redes. If you could take that and maybe with their voice, move one organization or company from anywhere in the world to Louisville, what kind of company would it be?
Well, I would love to have a company that comes to Louisville and see that the Hispanic community is a community of going forward, a community of such a big dreams, and we're hardworking people, and this company will come and see this community and would love to invest in us. Would love to invest in our opportunities and give us that push that we need to grow even more.
And how do you feel the city looks at the Hispanic community today?
And in a way, they support the community in just acknowledging us, but we need a little bit more than that to grow.
So if we can fulfill, it's a beautiful vision, because the Hispanic community is big and growing in Louisville. If everyone there can fulfill their potential and opportunity, what does that city look like to you?
Wow. I see a city of opportunities for other people. I see a city that is growing in richness, in variety, and in so many different cultures that will like to come and learn from what Louisville is doing and maybe do it in other places. Louisville can be an example for so many cities.
So you came to Louisville in 1990. Was it straight from Paraguay?
Yes.
Yes.
Straight from Paraguay. I was 20 years old, and I thought I was coming for 3 months. It's been 30 years, 32 years.
When you tell people about Louisville, or when you think of how people see Louisville, do you think they see it as a southern city, a northern city, a Midwestern city?
Depending on who you're asking, if I ask the Cuban community, they will see a city of a small city, a small city. Because their dream of coming to the States is going to Chicago, Miami, Florida. Those are their dreams where to go because of the weather, because of opportunities. And but after a few years that they tried other cities, they always come back to Louisville because they realize that Louisville is the place that they want to be at. The weather is not very, they're not very open to the winter because they come from very warm cities or country.
So the winter makes us seem northern.
Yes, exactly.
More like
for them.
Chicago.
The winter makes them feel like they're in Russia.
That bad. Siberia.
Exactly.
So in the Hispanic community, or someone like you coming from South America, does anyone ever ask where you went to high school?
No, not one. So you'll be the first one in 32 years. We don't ask that. What the question we ask them is, where are you from?
Yes.
That's what the question is. I'm from Venezuela, or I'm from Chile, or I'm from Argentina, I'm from Paraguay, I'm from Ecuador. Oh, wow, that's great. So that's what we ask.
So maybe we should aim to be a city where that's the question.
Yes, I love that.